related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
विक्रांत, आप क्या कह रहे थे? आपके लिए कैसा रहा है? बिकॉज आपने तो भैया पिछले साल वो क्या कहते हैं बवाल मचा दिया यार.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you. No, it's been good, yeah. It's been nice. I'm really happy. Probably, if I can say so, this is my career's purple patch, and personally also, I mean, it's only been good. Also getting better as the days go by. So I can't ask for anything more. Doing the kind of work I want to do. Also getting acknowledged for it. I think that is something which every artist dreams of. And if you're able to sort of see it or experience it, I think it is something everyone aspires for. तो अच्छा ही लगता है यार, अच्छा ही लगता है.
Vikrant, again, आपको तो सब कह रहे हैं contender, national award, but you in a way appended and reiterated something all these actors always have. At the end of the day, it's your talent and the content that matters. Somewhere you reiterated the 4 people that were sitting here. You anyways reiterated what they all actually have always said. So was that also some kind of a personal validation, because that movie and now suddenly you turned it on and said, and there comes Rishu, jiska pyar bahut hi pagla pyar hai.
Yeah, I mean, you can call it validation. You can say that, but it's been a long journey actually, and I think you've been witness to it for almost a decade now. So even those films that probably commercially didn't work, so to say, whether it was a death in the Ganj or whether it was going out there and exploring the OTT space with something like a Mirzapur, or whether everything that you do, it leads to something. So it felt like, okay, finally, it led to a 12th fail. And yeah, I mean, it is a wonderful feeling. And it's not just me, I think most of us here, especially, Sunny and Tapsi, we are that young generation which sees things otherwise. Especially Vicky, Raj, me, the 3 of us have since day one sort of had this very strong faith कि काम अच्छा करना है, अच्छी फिल्मों का हिस्सा बनना है और परफॉर्मेंस पे ध्यान देना है. तो yeah, and I think people have sort of seen that, they've acknowledged that, and they also recognize that this probably is the way to be, to, like, if I may use the word, to sustain.
Yeah.
I think that is the only thing you can do. अगर आप काम अच्छा नहीं करेंगे तो फिर क्या ही है, I mean, so yeah.
And revisiting Rishu, did you understand him any better, or we still remain someone beyond comprehension?
यार एक तो कनिका ऐसी लिखती है ना कि कभी-कभी समझ ही नहीं आता है. Yeah, I mean, revisiting Rishu was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot of fun. Because again, as actors, you don't really get stuff written like this. Not a lot of people sort of have that magic. Even with writing, Kanika has mastered that space, and when you have someone who's really good at that, so half your job is taken care of.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, I love Rishu, and especially the second part was such a major suspension from what Rishu was in the first part, especially the first half of the first part. Such a major suspension that it almost at times felt like I'm playing a completely new character, but that's the fun of it, right? You've sort of built something from day one, and with a franchise like Haseen Dilruba, which gets crazier, which wherein you can take the liberty to sort of push the envelope. I mean, that space, as actors, you don't really get that. So it's a lot of fun, and when you're working with such fine actors, I have a comfort zone with Tapsi because we share a camaraderie even off camera. Sunny is someone I've really admired his work, and and also we know each other off work as well. So yeah, I mean, it was lovely working with. They're such good actors, but they're also people who are so hungry to sort of go out there and better themselves as actors. So they kind of push you to better your own self.
It's pulpy, it's psychotic, It's, I don't know what all it is. And we have not seen this kind of narrative in the Indian space. But last time, jab logon ne bola tha, why are we glorifying toxic relationships? What would you want to tell them now, when it's just showing what it is? People are all sorts of things. बहुत पागल लोग हैं आसपास. What would you want to say? ऐसी लव स्टोरी नहीं देखी है यार. ये तो डर, मान लो all those अंजाम के भी आगे है.
यार पता है पहले पार्ट में भी, you know, especially social media, but there was so many conversations as, you know, you're glorifying violence, you know, you're glorifying. मेरे को तो बहुत लोगों ने बोला था, and what was really surprising is that it comes from well refined, educated people. वो थोड़ा सा shocking लगता है that, you know, but you know, I've always had this thing, you know, the last few years I've experienced a lot of things, so I call them half baked. I mean, they have their own perspective. So I don't actually, I used to take it very seriously, but I don't take it seriously because it is the same people who enjoy voyeuristic content. You know, it is the same people who probably do things or probably have a lot of skeletons in their own closet. तो एक public perception जो वो दिखाना चाहते हैं, I can see through that. So I don't actually take it seriously. A lot of people, you know, जब भी वो खास तौर पे when Rishu probably flips in the first part and starts sort of avenging his heartbreak with Rani, a lot of people said a lot of things, but you know, they're the same ones who probably will really enjoy peeping into people's living rooms and probably get a sneak peek at things they really can't.
Voyeuristic pleasure we all love. We all love.
Everybody loves it.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.